everyone, I just figured for like another story time video, and in the light of it being around going to Halloween, as you probably can tell at this moment, I've been uploading like almost every day, or at least a video, like a bunch of videos every for 2 days so far. So I might just make that a thing this week and just upload, I guess, a video each day or videos each day. So if you want to see my last one, it's linked down below, and I figured to talk about Terror Behind the Walls at Eastern State Penitentiary. This is the globe I got. It's a gargoyle. I really love gargoyles and everything. I actually have 3 of them, counting this one, if you want to count this as like a gargoyle. So I don't know, I really like the look of it, and it wasn't too expensive. It was actually as far as I could tell, the lowest price thing. And I liked it whenever I go somewhere that's like kind of like farther distance, because it was about a 2-hour drive or 3-hour. It was a long drive, and so he got like sparkly in his eye. If you can see it, nope, it probably fell out. Oh, it fell out. Anyway, so my whole experience, I went with just kind of like my family, and my 2 foster sisters, their boyfriends, and my guardian. So y'all, it was kind of last minute for me to go, because she was like, hey, did you want to go? I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, I really love scary things, and I typically don't get too scared too much. Like that whole night, I kind of like laughed at, like, I would, and laugh at it. So it was pretty cold out, a little cold, not as cold as it's been. So it's actually in Philadelphia at the Eastern State Penitentiary. This is originally, like, I think, a Halloween thing that they do during the night, but during the day you can actually get a tour of the Eastern State Penitentiary. And I really do want to get a tour there. It seems really fun. And I love getting tours of just, like, historical places, especially, yeah, I don't know, it just seems very interesting, especially the fact that they actually, fun fact, they put a dog to jail there. So, I'm kind of curious more on that. As far as I was told from my foster sister Courtney, is that the governor said he killed too many cats and sent them there, but it was something to do with the prisoners too. I don't really know much about it, so I might find an article, which I'll link down below as well, or a couple articles and everything. But anyway, whole experience. So we drive to Philadelphia. I'm originally from York, so that's, I would say, about a 2-hour drive, 3 hour. We were kind of getting lost a little bit on the way there, and it was at night, so we had to leave for like 7:45 pickup. Rest of the crew, and then we were off by like 8:30. Didn't get there till like 10:30, and then we took the ghost bus to the because you had to go at the parking garage, meet at the ghost bus, and then you take like a 7-minute drive to the Eastern State. And we were all ready to go with our tickets. So we were waiting in line. It was really funny to wait in line, because they had people kind of walking around, like the guards, and then there was this like sometimes like prisoners and everything would go. But there was this really tall man or tall woman. I couldn't really tell if it was man or woman, but like it just happened to sneak up on a couple of people behind us and like jumped at, screamed at her in a sense and scared her, and it was just making weird noises, kind of like doing a whole creepy thing. I don't know how to explain it other than they were on stilts. So some people were on stilts and everything, which I could never do, because A, I'm afraid of heights, B, I'm very clumsy. So we're waiting in line. We finally get in, and we start waiting more lines. One of them was just go through security. I had my bag, my purse, which is my Ouija board purse, which is, I think people are giving me stares at. I tend to get stares at this because it is a Ouija board, but I don't actually play with it. I just like the look of it. So I was here jiggling. I just found other change in my lip balm. That's, yeah, but had to get that checked out. Sorry. And when we were waiting in line, another prisoner came up to my guardian, was like saying, keep your crazy sock on, like you have to keep crazy, don't like let them change you. And so we're heading in, and I guess that like throughout the whole thing, because it's kind of blurry now of like everything. I can't really remember each detail chronologically, but we head in, and then they do have people in I'm trying to remember what it's called, a ghillie suit, kind of like standing around. I know a lot of them tend to jump out, but I don't know if it's when we're waiting into like a bigger line to actually get in through like with our group, because they set you up in groups and let like some groups ahead of you and behind you and everything. I don't know if it's because so people don't like misbehave and everything, because you're not supposed to take like flash photography. I'm trying to think. So we got there, and we started heading in, and I know throughout the whole, like I remember, some parts of it, you head through different places of it. I was always the first one. My guardian was always the first one in. Oh, and then also, important part of this, you have two options. One option is not wearing a glow stick. Second option is wearing a glow stick, and a glow stick actually signifies that you're able to be touched and pulled away from your group. I didn't do that because it was my first time going in, so I really kind of didn't want to be touched. It was like because I don't know, like I never really been through like a haunted house in a sense. Like I've done like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I can never really remember one haunted house before that, and I don't really like people touching me. So going through something for the first time really terrifies me in a sense. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe another time when I come up again. So the only two people on our group were Courtney and Donovan. They wore the glow sticks, and we're going through, and you're actually able to take it off. Like they don't make you wear it throughout the whole thing, but you can take it off if you get too scared. But we're going through. I just remember like different things, like they would just kind of launch out at you or like run at you and kind of like scare you, or they make noises that scared you. The only time I was like definitely terrified, where I went like this and covered, was the one part where this guy with a chainsaw stood in front of me, and I don't like loud noises, and I'm like, I think actually, yeah, I did do one haunted house before. I think the reason it scared me is because that one had a chainsaw and it came like right behind me. It's just, I hate. No, it's just something about that. Just that scared me. And I was more like jumping out and just kind of like, oh, there was this really cool part. I'm sorry, I'm going like jumping around because I can't remember. There was this one cool part where they make you, the guy's like, oh, you have to see what I see, and makes you put on 3D glasses. And there are people in like wearing all black to fit in the wall, the lights, and kind of jump out at you. But it was kind of like you were walking drunk. And there was like one portion where the things kept sliding, and you were just trying to catch your balance, and different things like that. And I think Donovan was taken away from the group and like did something to his hand. Like I think they just marked it in a sense, but not really. They were like saying it was like a meat grinder type thing. And there's just different stuff like that. Like it was pretty. I would say if you're a big scaredy cat, I would do it, because you would get scared but not scared shitless. Because I don't know, like even though like I tend to like scream or just laugh, because if you watch my channel, you can kind of see I watch a lot of horror movies. So I tend to not to get really too scared of things anymore. Sorry. And I'm trying to think. Other than that, like, oh, there was in the first part where you get a picture between like two people, like we all get in a group, and a woman that we had a woman try to go up and like scare us, and it was pretty fun. Their makeup was fairly superb. I don't know how to like. Oh, and then there was another part. I'm sorry if I'm jumping around and you're just like stop. There was one part where this guy was like a doctor, and we were about to go into the infirmary, and he says, avoid the infirmary, you're something about like avoiding the infirmary because it's bad, and then he says, well, it's not too bad, it's actually pretty safe, and then you're like, oh, I'm lying, blah blah blah. It's something along the lines of those. I don't know the exact words verbatim, but they played the characters were really done really well. I don't think anyone really broke character, and there were actually like other people in stilts. Like there would be like a statue, and there would be someone dressed up as a statue, and like one of them would come out, and so you would just kind of like. And they actually told you not to like piss the tall people off. So other than that, it was an amazing experience. The picture turned out well, and I did get this globe. Like I said, I love gargoyles, so that, and like I never really had a globe, so that's what made me drawn to it too, because there was like other gargoyle things, but I like something that's like you're able to decorate, because what I have where my other gargoyles are is I have a Grim Reaper, lava lamp, the gargoyles, and I have this here, and sometimes I'll put like a Halloween candle. I may try to look for like smaller candles to go there and stuff, but it does stay tear behind the wall, and it's just really, it's awesome. I'm definitely going to hopefully do that next year. Alright, so anyway, if you want to see my last video, click down below. Thank you for watching, and if any questions about haunted houses or anything Halloween-y or anything in general, just ask down below. Have any video recommendations, or if you've seen any of my collection videos and want me to review something I haven't reviewed, let me know. Other than that, I don't really know what to say, other than peace out.